Bortle here at YCS Providence, Rhode Island. My goodness, whoa, please introduce yourself to the world.
Hi, my name's Stephen Wynn. I got top 32 at YCS Providence. I got 8th place after Swiss, playing Regenesis Kashtira.
Regenesis Kashtira. What made you decide to play this deck for the event, man?
I thought it had a very big advantage in the fact that Unicorn's really broken. Being able to just rip the cards from extra deck, it puts so much pressure on your opponent almost immediately, like especially when you win die roll and stuff like that. And no one knew what the cards did, and that's what I was really hoping for, and no one knew what the cards did. It wasn't until top 32 where like I played against Charlie Futch, and he knew what the cards did. So unfortunately I lost, but...
Well, he's a pretty decent player, man.
Yeah.
Did you rip any detonators throughout the weekend?
I actually only played against one. No, I played against 2 Ryzeal. I never rip detonator. I always rip aggregator or X's on 9 because you don't want them to negate your stuff. You don't want them to clear stuff. In theory, they're not supposed to make detonator. So that's kind of the whole thing.
Makes sense. Before we see the profile, any shout outs?
I want to shout out Club 83 4th. It's like where we go to play, test, and practice with my friends. I want to shout out V-Hawk. I want to shout out my friend Elias. He helped me test a lot with the deck. I want to shout out my friend Steven Overbeck for just letting me be able to like stay at the Airbnb and everything and setting that all up. I want to shout out my friend Thomas Brooks for letting me borrow cards. So
sweet. Without further ado, please show us the top 32 goo.
Sounds good. So starters, you play 3 Regenesis Archfiend. This you reveal a monster with 2,500 attack or defense. It summons itself. It can add a Regenesis card from deck or banish. And then during the end phase, all the Regenesis have the same effect of during your opponent's end phase, if it was sent there to the graveyard this turn, they add themselves back to hand. So they just kind of like infinitely recur themselves.
Okay.
You want to play through this because it's like consistency. It's like the best one you want to see because it just grabs everything. Then I played 1 Warrior. Warrior is a bounce by attributing itself. Bounce is a monster. And again, it has the same effect of recurring itself on the end phase. And Warrior, Dragon, and Sage all have the same ways to summon themselves. So the Archfiend is revealed from hand, a different 2,500 attack or defense. These summon themselves if a 2,500 original attack or defense are on the field. They just kind of summon themselves. It's all inherent summon, so like you can't. It plays around wave hiking. Like these cards are crazy. But this is a bounce by tributing itself. This is tributes itself, and it banishes a spell or trap. So it's like really nuts versus like Cross or Underground. It just deals with it 1 card easy. And then this Sage is nuts. It's an Omni Negate by tributing 1 other Regenesis card from field or hand. So yeah. And then the last one you play, it's a little bit different than all those, is you play 1 Lord. Lord summons itself by banishing a monster with 2,500 attack and defense. On summon, it sets a Regenesis spell or trap from deck. And during the battle phase, it gains 2,500 attack. So it's a 5k beat stick, and it also pierces. This card's crazy versus Malice, because they pay a bunch of life points, they summon like a March Hare in defense, you're just swinging for like 47. Especially if you have like Pressure Planet, like you're doing like over 5,000, sometimes that's just enough to win games. Like,
my goodness.
So this card's really good. It's kind of a break, but I think it's like necessary to play. Then for the spell, play 3 Regenesis. This card is essentially Rhoda for a Regenesis monster, or Foolish. If you control a Regenesis monster, you can actually add a 2,500 monster. It's like 25 attack and defense monster. I don't play any of those, so like it kind of doesn't matter. But you essentially just are able to add a Regenesis monster. And each of its effects are once per turn, but if it's in the graveyard, it banishes itself, and it can reborn a Regenesis from the graveyard. You could use both effects at the same turn, just not the turn that it's sent to the graveyard. And then 3 Regenesis code. This is essentially E-Telly for any Regenesis monster, but it locks you out of the extra deck like for like a full turn, like kind of like how Dogmatic of Punishment is.
Yeah.
So this card's like absolutely filthy because you can do it in draw phase and summon Archfiend to like play around Droll, stuff like that, which is really, really cool. And it has a similar effect to the Regenesis, where it banishes itself in the graveyard to summon a banished Regenesis rather than from graveyard. So you play that. And then honestly, the main reason why I actually want to play this deck is this card. This card is so stupid. Regenesis Birth, its cost, you send a Regenesis monster to the graveyard from deck and book your opponent's monster. and you just do that every single turn. And then it has another effect of it tributes itself, and you summon as many Regenesis monsters from hand, graveyard, or banish with different names. And then during the end phase, you can only do it on your opponent's turn, but during the end phase, they all get sent to graveyard, but then they all just add themselves back. So sometimes like you play through a board, you get like a bunch of them in the graveyard, you crack their whole board, and then like you just like put everything back, and then you have like literally a bounce, omni negate, really good follow up, etc., etc. So really gross, really gross. But you use it mainly for the book, but this card's gross.
That's
so,
crazy.
That's the whole Regenesis engine, and then for Kashtira cards, like 3 unicorn. This card was an absolute menace throughout the whole event. The amount of times I played against, like, especially like Malice players, where I just first action like summon unicorn, and like they have Ash, like they're always so scared to Ash because like I'm just gonna be able to rip like a red ransom white binder, and then their deck just like sucks. So a lot of the time like I just summon this and I'm able to just like play because they just don't want to Ash my cards because they're gonna just be like so far behind, kind of thing. 3 Fenrir. Yeah, I mean, Fenrir searches this. This is also crazy because it's 25, so you can summon all the little guy. You can summon this by revealing Unicorn. Yeah. And that's a really big reason why you play it. And Fenrir is able to grab Unicorn as well. Like there's lines where like if you open this plus Archfiend, you just have a way to like bridge, I guess, both engines to like make your board good. 3 planet. Just you want to play consistency. Seeing these cards are crazy. So like playing 6 of each of them, very good. And then I played 1 Birth, 1 Theosis. Theosis was like so broken all day. Like you always go for this because like when you just open Unicorn by itself and like you just go for Birth, like it doesn't do anything. When you have Theosis, it's actually able to like bridge your engine of like you go Unicorn, like Unicorn, summon Fenrir, like Fenrir search Unicorn, and then you can reveal the Unicorn to summon out like Archfiend. And like at a bare minimum, now you have like Unicorn, Fenrir, Archfiend with like, you know, Book of Moon set. So it's like multiple interruptions for like 2 cards, and then you have Unicorn for follow up. You know, this is just gonna be booking your opponent's monsters. That's gonna give you follow up. Like the hardest part of this deck is getting past like turn 2. Like once it's like turn 3, like you should win like 99 of 100 times, pretty much. Like you just simplify the game state and you just win. So
like those odds,
yeah. That's the engine I played, and then non-engine, I played 3 Fua, 2 Perulia. I don't really think I need to say this. Yeah. These cards are very good. I played 3 Ash, 2 Nib. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really like this card. I actually wish I played Ogre, because the couple of times that I did Nib my opponent, it's just awkward because you play cash cards, so they kind of just gets like stuck on the field.
Oh yeah.
But it was fine, I guess. I probably wouldn't play it. I'd probably play Ogre, because I think that you can catch people lacking a lot more, because, like, by the time they're at 5th summon, like, most decks, like, they're already too far ahead. Yeah. Like, at least, like, Ogre, like, if you open it with another hand trap, you can stop your opponents early. And it's also not a bad card to draw going second as well. This is just, like, yeah. I probably wouldn't play this again, but I guess it was fine. And I played 3 Valor, 3 Imperm. I feel like Valor's not really played anymore. I just really wanted to play hand traps. Like the main reason why I wanted to play Nib more was like for when I go first, and like they play through all my things, but like they're now like playing like with awkward hands, or like I like book their monster, you know, like I might like negate something or whatever, and like they have to like kind of like make like down bad lines. Like you can Nib your opponent, and like all your Regenesis cards add themselves back on end phase anyways. So that was kind of like the thought process behind it. But like, you know, like you want to open things in pairs. So like I wanted to play these cards because these cards are also really good, like going first or second. Yeah. So that was the main thing. So that's the main deck.
What's the main deck count?
41.
41. All right, respect.
You want me to go extra side?
You do extra.
All right. The extra deck, like some of these cards like just didn't come up. Chen Ying, because you play like tuners, like Ash, like you might as well just like play it. Like there's so much flexibility. You play this and this card's really crazy. It's a kind of like a time magic card where every time your opponent activates effect resolves, you gain 300 life, which is like cute. It can tribute itself by paying 1500 to either blow up all face-up monsters or blow up all face-up spells and traps. It didn't come up, but like this card's crazy. Like you could make it technically sometimes, like if you open like double Ash or something, like just like down bad make this, but yeah. Shenying, it didn't come up, but the thought process was just like, you can make this versus Mitsurugi, and like as long as you have like 1 or 2 cards banished, they can never get over it because you just keep banishing cards from your own graveyard. So, and then you can just slowly start like doing that. It didn't come up, but the thought process is there. Played one Kashtira. This is also pretty good versus Mitsurugi. Sometimes I make this if I open, like, you have to open Unicorn plus Theosis, where essentially, or Birth, where you like end on this with Pressure Planet, and then you have Unicorn Fenrir with like Birth, because that way, even if they go and board wipe, Kashtira doesn't let you die. That's like a big part of it. It's like you're grinding through your opponent's resources, and then Birth's still able to banish things face down and stuff like that. So if they're not able to deal with it, like it didn't come up, but like that's the thought process behind playing it. Big Eye came up a few times today. It actually won me my last round because my opponent made Wave Hiking Caesar. It doesn't do anything to this deck, pretty much, but he was playing Fiends of Mitsurugi, and I just steals Wave Hiking Caesar, which is so crazy. So I was able to like out everything and then went this. So that card is filthy. Dark Arm guy, he didn't actually come up. In testing, he came up so much, but it didn't really come up today. I never really needed it, but I think you have to play this. Good generic level 7. I played one Flare Metal. This card came up a few times today. It actually won me a game in time where I had one of my draws, where I played like a 42-minute game 1. Just because this deck grinds forever, and I was playing against Pure Mitsurugi, which also grinds forever. I was really close to winning, but game 2, I just like 1-2 minutes left on the clock, make this, and burn. But just so I guess I just don't lose, kind of thing. So it's good. Also, a lot of times you could go 25, 25, 25. You go 7500 main phase 2, make this with the Omni Negate, so they can't even imperm it. And then like they're forced to activate something at least once, and then it just like pretty much games your opponent. Jeez. Which also came up. So that card's crazy. It's won me 2 games. Draco Sack, it's something similar where with like the Kashtira, where like you can make this with like IP plus like a Fenrir or something like that with Birth. It's solid. It didn't come up today, but in testing it comes up sometimes. Dingirsu, I made it once today because some of them are level 8s. So I kind of just was like, this is probably the best level 8 that you could play. It's like going into boards, being able to send things to protect itself. I use it to go into a Zeus once. So
oh, nice.
Pretty good, I guess. Typhon, I made this multiple times today. On the feature match, this card kind of won me the game. Game 1, which was crazy. So this card's really, really good. For links, I played one Almirage. This is just so you can make a SP with like a random hand trap or something like that, with like where you don't really want to make like a synchro or something like that. It came up once today. It was good. IP didn't come up. Unicorn, none of these came up, but in theory you could make them. I play this because all the Regenesis cards, like you can just discard them, and they just add themselves back anyways. That was kind of the thought process behind it. Or sometimes like I played Axis Code because sometimes like you go like Big Eye take something, like take like a Link 3 of like a Malice, and then like link away the Big Eye in that, like make this, and then sometimes you just have like the big dude, and it's just like I have like 1 or 2 pops, plus like I'm have a 53 body and then like a 5000 piercer. Like in theory it could come up, but it didn't come up once. Okay. So sweet. That was the extra deck. Honestly, you could probably just play whatever in it. It doesn't really matter that much. Side deck, play 3 Droll and 2 Vel. So this is mainly for Mitsurugi and Raizio. I mean, you don't really play these versus Raizio, but like these are primarily for Mitsurugi and Raizio. Yeah. They were good. It wasn't literally until day 2 where I actually started siding this card in, just because like day 1 I didn't play against. I only played against 1 Mitsurugi. I played against like 5 Malice players, so like I never sided these, but like these cards are great. Yeah. Very, very good cards. Played 3 Lancia, 2 Chaos Hunter. I think I saw Chaos Hunter once, but I opened it with Lancia, so it didn't matter. But this card's nuts because it's 2500, so you can reveal it and just be like, haha, I have this now, and then like you're playing anyways. And sometimes it came up, not today, but in testing, where like I had Birth, I just normal summoned this, and I was messed up. my opponent was tilted. I don't even blame them, so I don't even have to activate anything. I don't have to play into Impulse. The one time that I actually did try to resolve this, I got Impulse and it died, so that was whatever.
Sure, summoning works out, yeah.
And then I played 2 Judgment. The Judgment's a good card. Dragon Spine. This is a new card. As long as you control a monster with original 2500 attack or defense, it negates a spell, trap, or monster effect. Which obviously all my monsters pretty much are outside of like Fenrir and hand traps. Also, when it's in graveyard, you pay 2500 and it resets itself, but then it's banished.
Oh, that's nice.
So you could like, there was a situation today where like my opponent had call by, on I drolled, he goes call by, I activate this. I pretty much just like won the game straight up. And then you pay 2500, resets itself, etc., etc. This card's like strike on crack because like you can also negate spells and traps. So I wanted to play 3, but it's a once per turn.
Oh, okay.
The negate, so I didn't want to like play too many. And then the last card, gamer card. There can be only one. Versus Malice, both games that I actually did draw this, my hand was so broken that it didn't even matter. But this card is actually just FTK's Malice. If they're not playing like Dust or anything, like most of the time when I have this, I don't activate any monster effects. I just have this because there's no way to out it. And like if they do try to do anything, and I have like a unicorn or something, I could just go like unicorn, just like rip their SP. They can never out it, kind of thing. So, this card's broken.
Well, hey, congrats on getting top 32.
Thank you.
Sweet. Yeah, and until next time, everyone, Bortle out.